Hi, fans, and welcome to our Georgia Lottery Coaches Corner. I'm the broadcaster for the Gladiators, Mike Folta, coming to you from an Orlando hotel room, and we've got the head coach of the Atlanta Gladiators, Jeff Pyle, here with us. Coach, thanks for coming on. We had three games in Estero, Florida, against the Everblades last week. Looking back, what were your thoughts on those three games as a whole?
Well, I've said from the beginning, every year that's the staple point of our division that we have to, focus on. That's the best team usually. And so I wanted to go in. I knew we were shorthanded, but it was what it was. We played pretty well in all three games. We had a chance. Even in the last one, we didn't play great. We made some mistakes that killed us. But being shorthanded, the effort we had, the opportunities we had. The third game was just again we got back to our really bad mistakes that mental mistakes that players I don't believe should make. We shot a puck out of the rink, which is tough to do. And then we took again, some penalties and didn't defend like we need to. We're not good enough to open up offensively. So, again, I thought we battled pretty hard. We had opportunities again in the first game. We missed them a little bit, but at least we're getting them. So that's really was I don't really have a concern. It's more along the lines of I see some progress. I see a lot of guys getting more ice time, which again is important to me.
Injuries were a huge part of the storyline last week in Florida. Do we have any good news on that front heading into these two games this week?
I don't know if it's good news. We're still injured, but we're probably not as tired. So I guess that's the upside. But we've got some guys coming back. Kobe's coming back tonight. He's playing again. And that adds a lot of energy and depth. So I think right there we're fine. And then I think we really need the 4 days off because everybody's beat up. We've got a handful of guys with the flu right now. So that gets you a little bit more rundown on top of it. But, that is what it is. That's life. And close to Christmas, this is usually the way it is.
Tonight is Orlando's Teddy Bear Toss night. So kind of an interesting promotion there to work around. Is that ever a distraction when the game is paused after a goal? What's that like on the bench?
You know what? It's not really a distraction. It's such a great cause and everything. And just guys, I think the guys enjoy it. Once the teddy bears, especially at home, not so much on the road, but at home, when the teddy bears come down, it's it's just to watch it and be part of it. And it's always usually around Christmas time, so that's a good thing too. So I don't think it's really a distraction. I just think it's it's just part of this league, and I just remember it from way back. It was always a great night. No matter if it's home or road, you hope that you can shut a team out on the road. That's the biggest thing. So that's really our motivation. We've been talking about it. We want to play hard. We want to make it difficult on them because the pressure's on them.
What are the lines going to look like here tonight, Coach? You mentioned Tyler Coburn and Mike Turner coming back into the lineup. Are they going to be down on that third line again?
I've got Kobe with Nezzy and Gertz, and then I've got Sly with Pally and Nogi, and then Carlos is on the left side with Turnsey and Hazy, and then I got Ryback as a 10th forward. So that's probably the most depth we've had for a while as far as having guys back and just being able to, again. Tomorrow, Soupy's coming back too, so that gives us a little bit more depth. So again, I think we really need the 4 days coming up. But the line looks good. Parchy's in net, and our D have been playing pretty well. We just need we can't. I always use this term, but we got to stop throwing up on ourselves. Like it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal sometimes, and I got to shake my head when we make some of the mistakes we do. So it's just again, that's the most frustrating thing. We could have came out of there with 3 victories. That was the upside. We played hard. That third period against Florida, we dominated. The power play, we shot a lot. We actually scored a power play goal too. So, maybe that's going to, open up our minds a little bit, shooting the puck a little bit more, which I don't know if we should really have to say that, but we do. So, yeah, right there, we're kind of, like I said, middle of the season. Everybody's a little tired. So, again, I think we're kind of looking for the 4 days off.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Go get them tonight.
Thanks, Mike.
That's the head coach of the Atlanta Gladiators, Jeff Pyle, on our Georgia Lottery Coaches Corner.